Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Nicky broadcast. For those of you who joined me last night, and to quote IT Crowd, that was a ludicrous display last night, so I'm gonna try again. I owe it to you ladies and gentlemen, a proper try, and we're gonna go select yet again the most difficult settings, and I'm going to give it another go, hopefully with a fresh mind. And I'll be focusing more on my decisions, talking a bit less. I mean, you guys know I love to talk. I like to explain absolutely everything. But this time I will be trying to focus more on my decisions and then explain them to you guys. So, yet again, checking these quests. And I would say always negotiate. And yeah, didn't work out. Bragans, 380. Always think about before you see all the quests. Paid more. It's not looking good. It seems that the people do not trust us. They are not willing to negotiate, offer more. So we're just going to have a very difficult time as usual. So this seems to me Bragans a bit cheaper. So we will probably end up taking this second contract. Nice, finally a quest, however it's very difficult, so I would say we need to be paid more for this. Oh, there you go. So 2 days to the northeast, and I might just have to do a Hail Mary in the beginning. I might have just take it and hope for the best, and if we start with 670 additional gold, then that would definitely put us in a great initial position. But let's just see what this city has to offer in terms of recruits. Let's just check market prices. Quite bad. 150% of the market price. So let's see. Gambler, Ratcatcher. Always like thieves. 11. Also comes with a good weapon, should have high defense, so let's have a look here. 54, 9 and 11 defense numbers. It's not too bad at all. He's also swift and irrational, which I don't care, because it can be plus 10, minus 10. I really don't care. So very good recruit. Already have a good feeling about this game. Survivor, Death Wish, perfect. Optimist and Lucky, excellent. So we already have great traits on our companions, plus a good initial thief recruit, so that is absolutely brilliant. Let's now look for Cultist comes with a good weapon, but again I'm not sure how many of these expensive guys I'm able to recruit, plus I'm not particularly fond of daggers. Okay, let's get the apprentice. So let's get the apprentice. 56, 51, it's alright. Bright and Night Owl, excellent. Remember, yesterday night we had some really blind ragtags. They couldn't even go above 50 melee skill. So yeah. Alright. Now, I am going to keep recruiting here because I'm getting pretty good traits. This gambler is incredibly cheap, so probably my first negative traits. Oh, no traits. No traits. No news is great news. I prefer no traits to negative traits. 51, 56 is not that bad, to be honest. And relatively decent defense, and I am going to make sure none of my men die. I mean, they have been absolutely brilliant. So I have two options here: either go with the brawler or with the cultist. Now the problem with the brawler puts a lot of strain. I mean, he's being paid like 2 people in the beginning, right? So it puts a lot of strain on my finances. But it can really grow in time as we walk around. He gains more and more fatigue. So I'm not really sure. If I get the brawler, I will have to equip him as well. If I get the cultist. I could already start fighting. Wow, all these guys, they don't have shields, they don't have weapons, so I might have to visit another city before I take the quest. So I don't know. Should I go with the madman or should I go with the brawler? Madman or brawler? All right, let's go with the brawler. Fingers crossed. Of course, he has to be short-sighted, but he's a team player. He's a team player and he has pretty good melee skill, pretty good hit points. Really don't mind the vision. I intend to give him a ranged weapon anyway. So if later on I'm gonna give him like a mass destruction weapon, the fact that he's a team player will prove very, very useful later on. Anyway, so this is our roster, our initial roster. Might try to get here a cheap shield, however I will have to spend tools and supplies to fix it. However, I'm gonna get it anyway because these shields are in high demand, so I'm going to give one to the, where is my thief? My high defense thief. There you go. No, this guy should be untouchable, more or less. Alright, so there's also a militia spear, however I do have to fix it. So I'm not very keen on buying it at the moment. Let's see what this Eger Sand has to offer. Eger and Sandy, I guess. Really interesting names. Alright, so let's see in terms of contracts. 360. Alright. These are monsters, so I would say a big no-no there. However, the shield prices seem to be better. So I might get another shield from here. Although I'm wasting all my money on shields, I definitely need a spear. So I am keen on giving the thief the spear. And who else has high attack here? 57. Let's do this and let's get another shield. Give it to the brawler. And I need 2 more shields. 56, 57. They all hit pretty well, so I risk becoming too reliant on these spears. Not sure. Let me think. I mean, I could go to the Hague, but to see the equipment there, and then I might have to come back to Tiefenstadt. All right, let's do that. Let's try, give it one more go for cheap equipment. I have road all the way up there, so the trip should not take too long. I might reach that before nightfall, which would enable me to have a look at their supplies, and there you go. This is what I was looking for. Relatively cheap shields. Now in terms of weapons, okay, this one is cheap, so I might go with that. I'm gonna give it to this gambler person, and I need one more shield for, let's see if we don't have anything. Let's see the contract. Oh, nice. Let's say more. All right, excellent. So they pay us to go back, so I'll definitely accept this contract. And considering that I have a contract, I might buy another weapon. Definitely I'm buying this hood because it's quite cheap. I can give it to the brawler, I guess. What else could I buy? Let's see, I'm just reluctant to just have a bunch of spears, but alright, since the universe is giving me spears, I guess I have to make lemonade. Now I listened to myself, that didn't make any sense at all, but you understand. You get the gist of what I'm trying to say. Alright, so we have to find the contract soon. We don't want to go too close to that 0 mark. I might buy tools and supplies from here, but I won't do it. I'll just see what what everybody else has to offer. So let's see here. And it's perfect because we can reach Tiefenstadt by dawn. Let's see if anything changed. No, this is the place with monsters. I don't like monsters. They don't offer you anything if you defeat them. At least from brigands you can get weapons. Alright, this already looks much better than last night. So let's see here. We're going to buy another shield, simply because we got a caravan windfall. And perhaps we can buy some... Nah, it's just way too expensive. I mean, okay, shield is critical to my strategy, but everything else can be... just wary a bit of, having all the hoodies on one side. I would rather give the hoodie to the guy on the edge. These guys are a bit more protected, but the guy on the edge can easily be overwhelmed. So now we are going to get... Now this is a tricky one. I think we are well equipped. I'm confident that we can kill some brigands. So 300. I have to follow them around. But it's dawn, so I have time to follow them around. So okay, let's follow them around. Alright, we need allies. Definitely we need allies. Let's hope we catch them quickly, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very important fight. First fight, always important. There you go, we caught them quickly. Well happy with everything so far. So if I fail now, it's all my fault. And as I'm saying that, I deal with lots of shields, lots of headgear, really lots of headgear. But the weapons are not that, they're not that scary, to be honest. Well, this is a tricky one. I do want the high ground, so I am going to get the high ground with the spear and wait. Now I could try and shoot somebody, or I could wait for them to come closer. It's a tricky one. They might come closer and they might tangle with my men, or they might put shields forward, and then obviously you don't get to hit the guys without shield. You don't get the clear sight of the guys without shield. So let's try. Excellent, perfect. Wound. Great start to a great fight, and we're going to end turn here. And now we're going to try to guess a bit. So I'm going to say here 1, 2, 3, 4. So just perfect, and the archer can be behind. Again, I'm going to wait. This guy probably needs to stay. He has high defense, so probably needs to stay at the very edge. Okay, I hope they don't go north in very high numbers. And as I say that, they are all going north. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna wait with this guy. Okay, at least some of them are coming south. This guy's just gonna get surrounded and obliterated. I guess I could move these guys. Considering the new reality, I could move these guys 1 tile up, and then I could send the axeman top and the spearman top, or perhaps just send the axeman top and just keep the spearman here. Yeah, not really sure. Well, I could just wait and see what they are doing. I guess this would be okay. More people north. Alright, south doesn't look that bad. I would say this guy's doing absolutely nothing there, so I'll put the spear wall. And considering the spear wall, I might put the axeman on this side. Okay, this guy, unfortunately, I can't enact my plan because this guy is moving first. So to enact my plan, it would mean that I wouldn't use shield wall. So I'm just gonna use shield wall and take it from there. This guy definitely needs shield wall, and this guy could move a bit. He could move a bit. He could move a bit and do spear wall. Alright, so I have a nice spear. Okay. Alright, that is very interesting. So perhaps this group, 3 versus 4. So I could basically do my damage here. And then this group that has high defense and relatively good terrain can basically keep these guys at bay. So from this perspective, perhaps send Axeman over there so he can just make one step and attack whoever. Alright, now considering this new reality, I would say go to this side and make another spear wall. So the fact that I have so many spears enables me to abuse this quite well. So this is spear wall, this is spear wall, this is spear wall. So you see, they can't really get close to me. Alright, now let's see, who do we prioritize? The scariest weapon here, I mean, it's scary, I don't know, it depends how you look at it. Both these two are scary, but this guy has less armor, so you see, if I can get a kill, always go for the kill. I could try to move a bit towards top. I could do it, I guess, to be a bit more central. I could try to be able to go either way if I need to. Alright, spear wall doing its job. Now I could hit, or I could wait for the axeman to step in and hit afterwards. So I would say wait for the axeman. Now this thief shield wall, and I would say just continue to shield wall. I don't think hitting a Brigand thug with shield raised is gonna do much, so I'm just gonna wait. Okay, now the axeman has the surround elements and I can just hit. It's perfect. Now this spear has a pretty good position here, keeping these guys at bay, and considering the other spear north, I mean, it works pretty well. No, it works pretty well with spear wall. But I'm also gonna have a gander, see what they are doing. Okay, this spear is doing absolutely nothing, so considering this weapon is not that scary, I could perhaps not really sure. I'm not sure. Perhaps wait, because this guy is already wounded. He's not going to do much, so wait. Okay, the guy, again, it's 4 versus 3 here, so I don't want to get ahead of myself, especially since they have 2 shields. So maybe spear wall and wait, see what they are doing. Okay, you see they are already moving bottom, so now I'm very happy I kept this guy waiting. Alright, so perhaps now bash. Excellent. Now, there's no reason for me to make any move. I want them to walk towards me, so I'm just going to shield wall and wait. In terms of the thief, he is already shield walled. I could try to hit this other guy. I mean, 52 versus 27. You see a clear difference there. So I could try. Oh, that was a decent hit. In terms of this fellow here on high ground, I don't think I should waste his fatigue with any other action, so I'm just going to keep him as is. Now, in terms of this one, I'm guessing another spear wall. They just can't get close to me. I mean, these guys are not going to do anything, but I have to be careful. I have to be mindful about the fatigue as well. I mean, look how much fatigue it's eating up. Anyway, this strategy has worked. Now, there's no more pressure north, so with this guy, instead of defending, I can just attack a bit. Let's see, who else am I going to prioritize? I mean, this guy is wounded, so Perfect. Alright, so now it's already 2 north, 2 south. So already a very clean fight with no injuries. You might say, oh, it was a very easy fight. Why are you thinking so much? I'm thinking so much because if I get an injury, it's going to spiral out of control, right? An injury here, an injury there, and then you don't have your men available for the next important fight. I'm just going to wait here. Alright, he's going to go for the axeman. Quite predictable, but again, these are wooden weapons, so I'm not too bothered. I'm going to shield wall because this is a pretty scary hammer, or hammer type of weapon. And I think this guy is pretty ironclad, so I'm going to use... I was planning on using the best attack on him. Okay, you see the thief. He got hit at least, I don't know, many times, and he dodged most of it. Now this is getting a bit serious here because the thief got hit, so I'm thinking of helping the thief out a bit. It's high time I left this high ground, and affected a bit the morale. But you see, it's with the shield is really difficult to hit if you don't have the axeman. All right, now these guys also need help, so I have to be careful not to play too cautiously. It's time to get down and dirty now. Unfortunately, these guys have shields, so... Excellent. Okay. It's time to walk, I think, to... I mean, I could just destroy this shield and then send the spear top rather than send the axeman top. Now I don't really care about what's happening there, so I can just get the high ground and I can use... Yes, perfect, excellent, that's what I needed. And now I think I can even shield wall. I don't care that much. I'm not gonna waste the thrust on a Bragenthug that has its shield raised. Now I can destroy the shield bottom. And top, I'm really not in a hurry because there's a bonus in defense. I could try to stab, but I want to use shield wall next turn as well. So my soldiers, his brothers, can help out. Okay, bottom, don't really care that much. As I say that, he stuns me. But he would still need to attack me many times before having any significant impact. Alright, so we have 4 versus 1 here. I should, again, big should, I should be able to dispatch of him before he does any significant damage. And as I say that, my archer hits, which is something that never happens to me, as you saw from last night. Perfect. And a clean fight. Minor injuries here and there. That's exactly what we needed in the beginning of the game. And... okay, this guy is not going to die. I mean, he has some armor and some shield left. Oh, come on, that would have been just perfect if that one would have hit. I can still lose somebody. Oh, never mind. He's retreating. He has very low morale. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Clean fight. Was not as easy as it looked. And now I could even think about who's getting the experience. Let's see. All right. Okay, nobody seriously injured. We'll heal by tomorrow, everybody. So, and a shield and some good weapons. Let me just redistribute the weapons before somebody jumps me. So I would say this cleaver is quite nice, but the stun stun factor is also good. So I'm not, I mean, spears have been working all right, if I'm completely honest with you. My only problem is if I'm getting an opponent with high armor, then one of these hammers could come in handy. So from this perspective, perhaps I could get a hammer. Yeah, just one hammer for good measure. In terms of the weapon for the archer, 51. Skill, I'm guessing I could give him another pickaxe. Alright. Go back and get paid. And oh, no more tools. The problem is this is so expensive. Tools are so expensive. Not that much because I killed the brigands, right? So I can afford some tools now, I guess. Also, I might be able to sell. So, for example, this one. I don't think I'll ever use a buckler, considering that now I have proper wooden shields. Now let's see. Do we get another fight, or do we go for a trip? I would say get another fight. I would be keen on getting some armor. I'm thinking maybe something not that. For example, this guy only has 10. He could use 30. Also, he could use some headgear. Oh, it's just so expensive. Alright, I'm going to go to another city to buy some wow. Okay, I'm gonna go to another city simply because I will be reaching this by evening and my archer is quite good. No. Oh no. Wow. Well, I tried. I wanted to reach Eger Sand by nightfall so I could shop. But I mean, my men are healing, so I should arrive at dawn. Morning. Anyway. Alright, here goes nothing. This is going to be a much more difficult fight than the previous one, I have a feeling. Oh, they have some pretty nasty weapons here and some serious armor. So yeah, I'm not sure I should be going for this. It's just one tile of high ground, and that's it. So I'll be wasting a lot of effort running there. So I should just be waiting for them, I feel. Wait, and hopefully my archer is able to hit. Oh, that was really important. That axeman being injured is absolutely huge. Wait. Alright, now I have a target, which is great. Let's see here. Let me try and think a bit. I might have to take this high ground anyway. And I could put... I might need to do this. This guy is the best equipped, I feel. So I need to raise shield so I can put my axeman in a position where I can be safe. You know, the axeman shouldn't bear the brunt of the enemy aggression. The axeman should be in the back line dealing damage. Now 72 chance. You might say, oh, Neki, just take it. But why rush? I mean, I can have an even better level of encirclement with these guys. Now, I would say that the best course of action would be spear wall, make it really difficult for these guys, and then the thief goes on high ground and could even shield wall. But I don't think it's necessary because he has high ground, right? So yeah, I say that now, but then he gets a hit to the head, so I'm just gonna shield wall. And now I would say this guy should shield wall, definitely, and then the other guy adds to the level 3 encirclement here, and I could either hit or shield wall. If the axeman hits, then I don't really care what the Bragan Thug does. Okay, never mind. Alright, so the Axeman has to wait now, but this guy is exposed. He can get hit twice, so I'm hoping his evasion skills are working. Oh no, oh no. Well, that was always a possibility. I should have. So I'm really happy I have shield wall here. Okay, at least it hit something. Okay, this is a problem now. Oh, never mind. He goes for the guy with the shield. All right, let's. You see, it's a problem. Okay, now I must go for this hit, and you see, with a level 3 of encirclement, the Axeman is doing work. Let's see if anybody else comes here or not. I don't think this guy is. I mean, this guy is in danger. This guy can just hit. No reason to defend, to be honest. See, this guy definitely is gonna go with shield wall. And in terms of the thief, I am half tempted to take him there, but it just doesn't feel. I mean, abandoning this would basically put Geralt in danger. So I'm just gonna wait for the time being. Now I could go again here, but that's basically a death trap for the enemy. So I'm keen on just trying to protect Randolph with the spear wall. So I'm gonna wait a bit, see what happens. Randolph unfortunately cannot go back because the Axeman will hit him. So I don't want to risk going back and dying to a silly hit from the axe. Oh, that's unfortunate. You see, it's just... Oh, they're not going for Randolph though. Come on. Alright, I was scared they might go for Randolph, but Randolph, again, he's the most buffed up in terms of armor. Alright, so this should be relatively... I mean, if I hit, should be relatively easy. Definitely this guy is going to get the shield up. And I might hit the shield here, so it might be safer to just split shield, to be honest, because I have an archer as well. So you see, split shield 100%, and then the archer can hit rather than take the gamble with a plain axe hit. Now this guy can keep hitting wounded, so it's perfect. No, 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 no. 36 and no armor. This is really dangerous. This guy is pretty wounded, same as this guy here. I must see. Okay, this guy is going to hit first, so if I could debilitate him. It was not enough to debilitate him, so now I'm in a terrible spot. This guy might just decapitate me, so... Oh, man. Okay, at least I dodged once. But this guy is gonna hit me now. No! Alright, somehow I survived with both these guys, but it's not a pleasant... it's not a pleasant situation to be in. I guess raise shield and then try to attack the raider. And now I desperately need hits here. That was a really important hit. That was really important. Now I have to only worry about 2 attacks on a Randolph. If this thief would hit, it would be so awesome. This is a must. 73. That was a really important hit. Had I not hit that, I would have been in dire straits. I already kind of am. Alright, oh no. I need to bring my archer forward, try to intimidate this Bragan Thug a bit. No effect. So this guy might just straight up kill me now. Or he might go for the archer. Yeah, it's this is game basically right here. Oh no, oh no. And he killed the archer as well. As I thought game was going to go, it was going pretty well. He killed the archer as well. is this Steve's fault. He couldn't hit from high ground. He has been hitting for a million times. He couldn't hit from high ground. So, yeah. Not looking good. So Randolph survived, but the archer who was supposed to save him died. However, he has brain damage, and the loot is absolutely fantastic, but my archer died. So yeah, I'm not going to. There's no point in continuing. You saw what happened last night. So yes, I am going to actually try again. So I would say here, retire. No point in continuing. And I'm going to try again. Let's see if I can get... I mean, I feel the recruits were alright, and I feel the fight was alright, but just... They took the shield down, and then they hit Randolph way too much. Probably my fault. I should have assessed better the fact that they had an axe there. Alright, no point in crying over spilled milk. Let's try this again. And let's say negotiations. We paid more for this. Accept your offer. Brigands, more time. Then what's this worth to you? Paid more for this. 230. Again, Brigands. So again, we need to think more. And a trip. So the work is done, I guess. Accept your offer. Northeast. Alright. Let's see our recruits. No traits. Brute. I really dislike the fact that he's a brute. Gluttonous. Oh god. This guy is superstitious. And at least he is quick. Alright, could be worse. I've seen worse. But the last game was just so good in terms of recruits. Let's see if I can find a thief, but last time the thief failed me miserably. Definitely gonna go with an apprentice. He is strong and Spartan, so that's good. 51, 55, not too bad. Then the juggler could be a good investment. 47 though, don't like people that can't hit. And perhaps, oh, it's not looking, so I'm not very impressed with these backgrounds. And perhaps a cultist. 53 determined, and 64, 53, 45. This cultist is not too bad, but that's it. I'm not recruiting anything else from here. I need to look somewhere else as well. In terms of shields and all that, it's not looking good, so I am going to go and have a look in Ottendorf. Probably Karga would have been better, because Karga would have been within reach of Grafenschacht as well. But I'm going to try go to Ottendorf. I have a good feeling about Ottendorf. And as I say that, oh, they have a pretty good price for this shield, and a pretty good price for the spear as well. Can get a bludgeon pretty cheap, so I would say a shield for the cultist, a bludgeon for this gentleman, well, perhaps a bludgeon for, yeah, not sure. Let's give a bludgeon to Sigmar. And what else can we find here? Contract. Paid more for this. 540. I would say accept your offer. Northwest. I'll need some more time, and I'm going to look at the recruits in this town. Well, let's go with this day teller. Let's see what story he has to tell us. Gluttonous, of course. Why not? And 56 and 59. I'll say he deserves to eat a bit for that, because those are pretty good stats. And in terms of... oh, we have some good armor there. And relatively cheap headgear. Perhaps give the headgear to the... yeah, I mean, the cultists could get the better equipment. And I would say give this to... well, not really sure. I need some more shields. Okay, probably I can't make a run for Cargau. I might have to wait for dawn to arrive. So, considering that it's still night, no point in going to Cargau. I'll go directly to Grafenschacht, see what I can find there. Oh no, as I say that, dawn is upon us. And let's see the contract here. Say more. He doesn't want to negotiate. Okay, more brigands. So the contract situation, it could be worse, to be honest. I mean, it's brigand heavy, so that's good news. In terms of weapons, I have a relatively cheap hatchet, so let me give the hatchet to the guy that usually misses. Let me give the bludgeon to this guy and the knife to the other guy, and then I can get a... I'm out of shields. I don't think I can get enough shields for everybody, so I'm gonna buy a minor shield and I'm gonna give it to the apprentice, and then I'm gonna buy a proper shield hopefully later on, and perhaps a thick tunic. It's not that expensive. Probably should save my money for tools and supplies, so I'm not gonna go for it yet. We need allies, definitely need allies, so I'm going to go back, buy a shield and start a fight. Alright, now you saw what happened last time. I basically took one brigand fight after another. Perhaps it was not wise to do so, but we shall see. Perhaps it's wiser to just go for the big brigand fight. So rather than go for the follow tracks, go for the big brigand fight, because they have armor and all sorts. Anyway, I'm gonna buy the cheapest shield that I can from here, and I'm going to give it to this gentleman, and that should settle matters, and I should be able now to defeat the brigands. And I would say it's a pretty... I'll go again with these tracks, and then probably I'll go for the trip. These brigands are pretty far away. Alright, fingers crossed for the archer yet again. I think the most dangerous here, I mean, I'm most scared of this. Oh, no. Bad start to hopefully a good fight. I'm just going to wait with everybody else. Alright, I have a target, so I'm going to again build around it. I have to be mindful of this axeman though. Wait. I'm guessing this would be a good positioning. Oh no. Yeah. Say wait. need to... I need to start hitting, hopefully. Of course, miss. Now, I could hit... I think that... I mean, I need to hit. I can't take any chances with this Axeman. He is scary, to say the least. This guy is already scared, so... Oh, come on. Oh, this is shaping up to be a... Well, at least a stun there. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is really dangerous here. Really, really dangerous. Okay, at least this guy's hit now, so... Alright, at least this guy is dodging somewhat. Let's see. Excellent. And now I feel that I shouldn't put this guy forward, I feel. But I should help my other player there. Oh no. Hate that stun. Alright. That was an important hit there because that guy had tons of armor. So... Oh. Was a nasty hit. Now, I'm not worried about this guy because he's running away, so I want to help other brothers. So this guy can perhaps stun somebody. Mixed feelings about this outcome so far. Alright, now this guy needs to help out a bit. This is not the best target, but it's very difficult to hit these guys in the back. So I would say wait, because my Axeman can fully get rid of the shield. Oh, poor guy. But now I can attack. Alright, it's alright. They are distributing their hits unevenly, so should be fine. Okay, they are all retreating, so I should be alright. Okay, so, and I would say an equally okay start as previous game, but I have an injury, fractured elbow, so this would minus 25 melee defense, so these weapons are also not the best, so, but it's no, we're gonna return it. We need, I feel that our reputational cost is much more important than a few extra crowns. So there you go. We've built a reputation now. We could fight the other brigands, or we could try and go on a trip. Let's have a look here. And this guy can definitely get much better weapon. And that's it, basically. I really like to have one bludgeon in the team, so I'm not going to change that. I think I need to go with a Hail Mary here, so I'm gonna buy the expensive supplies and I'm gonna go with a caravan. So On the trip I can repair my weapons. During the trip I can repair my weapons. I can heal my men. And well, that's a long trip. That's a really long. Well, there's nothing I can do even if I zoom in to see what dangers lie ahead. There's nothing I can do because I don't have any control of the caravan. I can't turn around and avoid danger. I will just have to hope that I get there in one piece. So probably this should have been the optimal strategy, like fight, heal wounds during a caravan trip, get some coin, then get another contract at your destination, provided that there is a contract waiting for us at this destination, which, as you can see very well, there isn't. Alright, let's get, at least the shields are cheap, so let's get another shield and perhaps some armor. Let's see if we can find some relatively cheap armor. Doesn't look like it. Everything is just so expensive. There's this one who's, I think, relatively good value for money. I'm saying relatively. Let's see who is our most scary fighter. I would say 56, 47, 62, 55 is it's not that bad. So say he deserves some proper armor. 20. This one's 25, so I'm gonna give him 25. This one is 40, 45? No, 20. Alright, so that's basically it. In terms of the archer, probably give him a proper dagger. And probably now we have two options. We can explore, or we go back, because we know back we have some proper contracts. So okay, before that I'm gonna go and have a look again and see if I can get any. Look, very good supplies here on this side of the map, so I could always come back here and get good supplies. Alright, let's just cross these mountains, hopefully without incident. This guy is still wounded. So, remember, we saw this contract, Brigands, and I would say I accept this contract. And such a pity this guy is wounded. Maybe I should recruit somebody else. Taylor, Dayteller. Okay, let's, perhaps Gambler. Let's gamble a bit with a Gambler. Swift, range defense, so yeah, not that bad. Not that bad. See if we can buy some headgear for him. Doesn't look like it. Can also go buy some provisions. Price is not that bad. And I would say that we can fight with this. Again, have to be mindful of the fact that this guy has minus 25 melee defense. So yeah. Other than that, we're okay. No, he's not gonna heal that quickly. Let's see. Engage. Well, it's much better fight than the previous one. Remember the previous one, they had much scarier armor and shields and all that. So I would say 49%. Perfect. That's very important because the sword is really scary. Okay, wait for them. 8 versus 6. Already have a great feeling about this. I'm gonna go for this sword. He is by far the scariest. So I would say go over there. Wait. think, well, I don't think there's, well, I can wait a bit to surround before starting to land blows. Alright, I think this guy, well, he can't wait, he has to hit. Alright, now I have two options. I either go in there, but then I am wounded and I don't have enough skill to defend myself, to raise shield. I don't have enough action points left, so maybe just surround this. And this is good because I have another extra fighter. However, I'm not hurting him, as you can see. Again, important, definitely raising shield here. And this guy, instead of, it was good I waited with him because I can attack the axeman, which was a huge problem. Now, in terms of the archer, oh, can't believe he missed that, but it doesn't really matter. Let's see if this guy can tank a bit. All right, that's encouraging. Look, this guy has a wooden stick and he stunned 2 people. Wooden stick, he stunned 2 people. That is absolutely outrageous. These guys have shields, have armor, they have high defense, they are companions. And this ragtag with a wooden stick stunned them both. It's just incredibly frustrating sometimes. Of course. Not sure, yeah. I mean, alright, that guy won't. It's untouchable apparently. I have to raise shield. Okay, let's see what we are dealing with. So we're dealing with this cheeky Brigand thug, and this guy unfortunately can't really help in time. He has to go all the way around. Let's see. Oh, just hit once. Thank you. Yeah, perfect. Okay, these guys are running, and now I will have tons of weapons. My only worry now is that this guy should survive. That's all I care about at this moment in time. Oh, it's just so frustrating. He can't. Okay, now this should be alright. Perfect. Alright. Everybody's going to survive. Run them down. Yeah, I should be able to catch up to him. Shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so this was an alright fight. Okay, lots of loot, I would expect so. Woodcutter's axe, sword, and a full leather cap, which is extremely important. So, not too bad. Again, that's the beauty of Brigand fights, because you get that loot which you can reuse for future fights. In terms of injuries, this guy's still injured. Let's update some stats. Always fun. Say 4, 5 no-brainers here. And in terms of threes, I would go for the melee defense. So this one is the cultist. In terms of perks, 64. Gonna go with Colossus. I want him to be able to tank and not sustain injuries. But as you can see, very easy to sustain an injury. Alright, I would say 4 resolve, 4 range defense, and 4 initiative, but perhaps hit points +3 would also be a good investment. So 67, make him a bit beefier. Definitely 3 melee skill, definitely 4 resolve, and I think initiative. Oh well, let me check that again. So definitely melee, definitely resolve. I would say I would get initiative as well, but I think +3 melee defense is a bit more helpful. Alright, and definitely going to make him Colossus. Although you might argue that it's better for him to hit because he has such a potent weapon. However, I don't want him sustaining silly injuries. 1 hit, silly injury. Definitely ranged skill. Definitely initiative. And definitely ranged defense. Resolve is a bit low, but I will just have to wait for a better roll. I would say here this guy definitely fast adaptation, and Sigma range defense. His melee skill is quite low, but I don't want to waste an upgrade for only 2 hit points, so I would say only 2 points. I would say initiative, and I would say resolve is a bit more urgent than his attack skill. Okay, let's go with resolve. And in terms of, let's say Colossus, although it's not really paying off because he only has 50 hit points, but yeah, let's try to have a cohesive strategy in terms of our front line. Now, weapons reassignment, I would say this guy is 56, this guy is 55, 71 04. Alright, give this guy the sword. And I mean, you saw the bludgeon is quite potent, but I feel that perhaps we could give him a spear. And this guy here, I'm alright with the pickaxe for now. Now let's see, perhaps the sword guy can get a proper full leather cap, and then the wild card can get some level of headgear protection. Alright, yeah, that's about it. Now I should be able to trade a bit more efficiently here, you see. It's still not the best, but at least a minor improvement. Now I am keen on, I mean, I think I have some time to go all the way bottom and get the final Brigand contract. I should be reaching there at night, which is a bit frustrating, but what can you do? I'm just gonna get the contract anyway. Oh no, somebody else got it. That's the problem with these contracts. We need to pay more for this. I accept your offer. Day to the northwest by road. Accept the contract, and I can already go there. Okay. Let's see. I mean, we can have a look in Grafenstadt to see what's out there. See if the wound healed. Still not healed. It's just so annoying. Okay, 2 contracts, not too bad. However, ambush trade routes, still better prices than what I'm used to. 267, so might as well buy it here because I don't know what I might be encountering later on. So I'd say let's just buy supplies here and then onwards to Saxdorf. My medical supplies are also running low. should reach there by... Perfect. Yes, perfect. I reached there before nightfall. So let's say... looks like thieves. So I can already accept it, to be fair. Now let's see... Medical supplies. I've seen worse. I've seen worse medical supplies, so I might as well just take them. Especially since I have a contract, so... say medical supplies, and this guy can get a proper shield. And that should be... alright. I could also try to give this guy a woodcutter's axe. Let's also sell some of our inventory. So here I would say sell the wooden sticks. Probably I'll never get to use the shield. I think it's enough. I have enough money for two days. Okay, we got renown. That is perfect. We're gonna have to go to... okay, we have to follow the tracks. Alright. Where are the tracks? It's gonna take me a while to track these down. I don't want to fight them at night, but I mean, I think it's alright, to be honest, because I don't think they, I don't think they have poachers. So you might argue, well, you should have waited, but well, I really doubt that was a good move. I really doubt this was a good move. It was a bit impulsive. This is going to be a difficult fight. And that's what I feared. Terrible position. I dug myself into a hole, basically. I must attack now. I must do it quickly. Oh, at least that hit. That was a really important hit. This guy... I have two options here: kill the shield or kill this guy. So I'm gonna... Now I'm gonna hit myself because... oh, perfect. At least I'm gonna get the axe. At least that guy is retreating, so now I can perhaps try and help this other guy, or just finish off the job. Okay, that's fine. Oh no. Perfect. Okay, I need to help this axeman because he's in dire straits. I would say that... Okay, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Brilliant. Okay, fight over, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of went with my instincts here, and it said, oh, it's a great spot for the archer. I also have the axe in case they go close to me, but this could have turned sour really quickly. So, glad it did not. I think this guy's pretty healthy. He can surround whoever he wants. Let's see the axeman at work. Probably remove the shield. This guy can miss. Wow. All right, just one of them is not retreating. And I think this is it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we won this fight. Don't think there's anything else they can do. It shows that resolve is actually a very important resource. Resolve actually gives you bonuses when attacking, when defending. It's a really underrated resource, I feel. Alright, let's see what this guy is doing. He's trying to run away. Alright, so this fight should also give me lots of weapons. And I think I do have a wound here. Oh no, no wounds, just normal HP damage. Okay, so I'm very happy with my decision to fight at night. Sometimes you might think that, look, the archers need daytime to land hits, and in the beginning enemies don't have archers themselves, so it's probably better to fight during daytime to wait for dawn, but it's not worth it most of the times, because you saw I saved up a lot of time by fighting at night, because now by the time I come back it will be dawn. See, dawn. Alright, so let's see, what can we do with this money here? Can we spend it? I would say I have a lot of hatchets. Let's see, let's upgrade a bit. I would say definitely resolve, definitely ranged defense, and perhaps initiative. And in terms of perks, 56, let's give him some extra hit points. 70, now lean hard. He's going to get definitely hit points, definitely initiative, and I would say more melee defense. And he's going to be a Colossus. Now Vendel, which deserves better, deserves at least a rugged surcoat, and this guy deserves at least an apron. Now Vendel is going to need some melee defense, definitely, and some resolve. Not really sure here what will be the best course of action. Say 3 hit points, especially since I'm going with Colossus. Alright, this should be alright, and Sigmar still hasn't healed yet. Okay, I think I should distribute, because sometimes when you expect it the least, you get wounded, so I should distribute these bandages. Alright, now let's think where to go from here. I don't believe we should recruit, although look at this farmhand with 10 per day. tempted. I'm tempted to recruit him. Okay, let's recruit the farmhand. I'm lacking. Oh, never mind. 48. 48 is just terrible. Let's just be honest. 48 and 37 resolve, 68 hit points. At least he has that going for him. Can I buy a cheap shield in this market or not? No, I can't. Not even that. So I'll give him a shield, and I'll give him a hatchet because he can at least attack other shields. I do have a new short sword, so perhaps this guy can get the short sword. And in terms of the hatchet, I don't think I need any more headgear or anything like that. Alright, onwards to new contracts. So I would say let's go to Grottenholm. We've not been to Grottenholm. I'm not keen on going north. I want to build a relationship with this faction if I can. I don't want to spread out too much. Remember what happened last night? Nachholzer, whatever they were. There were only 5, so I didn't want to fight that. They just don't give you any weapons. He just never heals. This guy never heals. Alright, let's see here what we are dealing with. 390. Okay. This seems like Brigand contract. The other one seemed a bit fancier, so I would say accept this contract. Let's see what we are dealing with here. Definitely going to buy a proper shield for the farmhand. Oops. 10. He definitely deserves at least 20. Let's see if we can find him. I don't think we have time to buy him anything fancier than that. Problem with these tracks is that you just keep getting farther and farther away from the from the payment return. This should be straightforward. 9 versus 7. Oh no, forgot to change weapons for this gentleman over here. Forgot to change weapons. Anyway, I'm just going to wait. Now this guy, if I change to a bow, so let's assume that he missed. Okay, now I have a target. So I would say definitely engage the target, but wait a bit to get us around. I want somebody here. I want somebody here very badly. Just gonna get the high ground because I have enough men to cover this area, so this guy can just get the high ground and have fun there. I would say wait a bit. Yeah, and this guy wait a bit as well. Perfect. Got a nice surround on this sword. Oh no. Well, guess I should have expected that. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a massive problem, because this guy is very well protected and my guys can't really properly engage. I have to be really careful here. I would say try to get behind the guy with the big pitchfork and try to play defensive on this side as much as possible. So engage, but do shield wall. Engage, but do shield wall. Alright. An important hit there. Now, considering that they all went north, perhaps I can be a bit more aggressive on this side. Perfect, another wound. Now this guy here has 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on him, so definitely shield wall. Now let's see what the archer can do. A lot of guys have... oh, he can do nothing. A lot of guys have shields, so it's not a good archer game. Let's see, this guy can just... he can just surprise them. See, shield walls are doing wonders there. Alright, not too worried about that. It's quite far behind. Now I could try, I think I should make one oh, he finally healed. He finally healed. Alright, so I need to go, well, I need to go and attack this pitchfork. I'm going to just remove the shield. I'm not in a particular hurry. Perfect. And here I'm going to shield wall for a bit. Here shield wall is the most important. I don't think I'm going to even bother with damage. This guy, he can attack and he can step in like this. Okay, not looking bad, must admit. This guy is already retreating, so perhaps hurt the other gentleman. Yeah, so the fact that I had numerical superiority and I could get behind them, I think played a really important role in this fight. So let's go and attack this guy because he's not retreating for an odd reason, and just get behind with the sword and just step in with the axe, and everybody's retreating. So alright, another clean fight, no injuries. I need more of these, but I have to be careful because the level of the contracts is just going to keep constantly going up. So I need to get armor, I need to get better shields, I need to get better recruits, I need to level up my brothers, and I need to constantly increase my mercenary companies. It's not always going to be a walk in the park like these fights. So alright, no injuries, just some minor grazes here and there. Another short sword, but you have to be careful with these short swords because you kind of get stuck, because they are kind of the most powerful weapon early game. But if you kind of get stuck into a niche where you only have short swords, then it can get pretty grim. And they are okay versus armor, but you know, not really, you know, something out of the ordinary. They're just okay. Alright, let's have a look what we can do here. I think we could, I mean, if we only get, you know, if we can get another objective to increase our renown, you can see we're already building towards 12 people. So that's a plus, that's a positive. Let's try and see what we can get from the market. Could get a thick tunic. Let's see. And let's see who else is suffering here. This guy only has 20. This guy is on the edge, has 20. So I would say give him 35. Why not? I feel like I could get another archer at this point in time. Alright, this ruins might be brigands, might be undead. I really don't know. Is there an archer here? No, there isn't. Don't want to really recruit anything else except an archer at this point. So I would say Tough one. We could go for the ruins. Let's see how wounded they are. 62, 61. I think we can already get another contract. We can start this contract. Alright, let's see what we are dealing with. Okay, perfect. So you see, you have three. I just want to talk a bit about this because you have three tasks. Now you might be tempted to say we need, 2,000 crowns because we get renown, and also we get a unique item in terms of resolve. You might be right, but it might get you a very loose. So we are always fighting our economic downfall. Economic downfall is just around the corner, right? So it's very difficult to build to gather 2,000 crowns. So I would say this is more of a mid to late game goal. Let's sit out in the wilderness, discover the unknown. I mean, this will take a very long time because you have to walk around, discover the unknown, and you might end up finding a very light army. You might end up facing a very light army with no armors, no shields, defending something of very little importance, or you might end up finding a complete, a watertight fortress. In this case, you would never conquer it. You will die trying to conquer it, and you'll kind of be stuck and frustrated. So I think this is definitely late game goal. So we get company strength to 12 men. I think this is a good early game goal. So we are almost there, and this would basically further incentivize me to recruit more brothers in my mercenary company. See if we can get there by dawn. Definitely don't want to engage before dawn. Okay, let's camp a bit. Okay, dawn. Oh, undead. Oh no. Wow. This is going to hurt. It's many as well. It's many. So it's 9 versus 7. And they might resurface. They might come back to life. And they don't really care about they don't really care about bolts. So, but I'm gonna shoot bolts anyway, so let's get this guy. Which one is the scariest? Oh, it did something. Probably I should have retreated the archer a bit. Anyway, it's already done, so. Also, I have a good amount of swords, so for this reason, I'm not that scared as I would normally be. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I would say end turn. I don't want to waste fatigue. You see, I still move before them. So perhaps here I could just retreat behind. And here I could just raise my shields while waiting for them. I think this guy could also step back a bit and wait. This guy can... I guess he can raise shield as well, or move towards the center. Oh, let's raise shield. We have a nice wall here with shields. And now this guy can go in the center. Well, somebody needs to go. Someone needs to be lured inside here that I can surround, because I do have 9. So I would say... and shield wall. Alright. And this guy, shield wall. And wait. Okay, let's see what they are doing. See, somebody has to come in. It's like a trap that I set there. Very sneakily. Alright, now the fun begins. I'm going to start hitting these shields. 35 is just not worth it. I'm just going to pass. Now this guy, let's see. Well, 70. Definitely worth it. Now this guy can't really hit anything. So I'm going to... Alright. Not too bad. Could be worse. Let's see here. I'm definitely going to raise shield and... oh, that was a pity. Now this guy is going to wait because there's a big shield there. Now I don't know what... if I change weapon... yeah, probably next turn. Oh, come on, 65%. Just gonna raise shield and wait. Oh, no, why? Dying in one hit is just ridiculous. Ah, dying in one hit, just... this guy also has raised shield, yeah. Just gonna wait. Alright, let's try and hit the guys without shields. I might as well try. Well, that's why I hate monsters and undead. Just doesn't make any sense. They are overpowered. Yeah, probably when I saw all these shields I should have just gone back. I'm not well equipped to deal with high resistance and high defense, apparently, undead with very sturdy shields. I should have just lost the contract. I shouldn't have taken the contract in the first place. It's a cemetery, it could be anything, it could be undead. Well, there you go. Monsters, overpowered monsters in the beginning. You saw that I could deal with brigands relatively easily, but with undead, it's just just way too overpowered. I mean, they have these like huge helmets. I mean, if it's a 300 contract, to be honest, it should just be 4 of them. So what if I have nine people? I mean, like it's a 380 contract, right? So if I would have had 7 mercenaries and taken this contract, I would have probably had to deal with 4 undead, 4 undead auxiliaries. But if it's 7 undead auxiliaries, I mean, they shouldn't scale up. I feel it's like, the contract price should be proportional with the number of foes you need to face. They shouldn't scale the number of foes with your army. I feel that it's a bit unfair, because I've fought similar contracts before, and I had to deal. It was in the beginning. I had 7 brothers, and I was dealing with 4 auxiliaries, which is fair for that type of contract. But if you deal with 7 versus 4, but if you deal with 9 versus 7, it's just not fair. I mean, this shield is gonna just destroy me. I don't have enough weapons at this time in the game to deal with those shields. I guess what I could have done, I could have retreated and then equipped more hatchets, but still you can see that yeah, so I'm not even gonna wait until the end. So I've lost way too many men here. They just have too good with weapons. This is a level 2 fight. This is not a level 1 fight. It just doesn't feel like a level 1 fight. Alright, so you saw me fail twice. So I probably should stop. So thank you for watching, and yeah, I don't think it's it's worth playing this high difficulty level, because it's just, you end up getting a contract that doesn't, it's just not fair. I guess what could you have done here? You saw the fight was uneven. You saw that you were having to deal with 7 undead rather than 4. I guess you could have retreated and rejected your contract, but that would have affected your that would have affected your reputation. So I guess you really should know your limits and know when to bail out, but that affects your reputation. But I guess it's better to take a reputation hit than be dead in a ditch with your whole company, just like now. So I hope you guys liked it. This basically shows it's important to retreat and take a reputational hit rather than an army hit. And